they wouldn't give Soto a luxury box, which I think is kind of stupid. Oh, because Babe Ruth didn't have one and Derek Jeter.
No, I think that's dollars and cents. That's money that you need to be able to pay $760 million. That's you're asking teams. I never agreed with the whole luxury box principle. You're asking for a team you're asking for the most money in Major League history and most money in sports history. And on top of it, you're now asking for a team to take away that revenue source from them and saying, no, we're special. I need it. My family needs a box, and whoever I want to entertain up there. It's not an NFL stadium. They don't just have boxes everywhere. They can't go 360 around a stadium. Those boxes are how they create that revenue. That's how they pay you. I think that is some of the most selfish things I've ever seen is when a player says, I need a box. And I say, I'll give you a box, but you got to pay for it. Like, because that's how I'm going to write your checks. Like, don't look at me and tell me the way I have to write your checks is what you're going to take away from me.
Fine. Then if you're making $1 million off of the luxury box every year, give me an extra $1 million so I can buy the luxury box. That's part of the deal. That's what I want.
I say you got 760, buy it yourself. Like that's the deal of you. That's when you get to throw those numbers around. That's how you get that box, brother.
But
pay the money.
But if you're Juan Soto and you have the hammer, look at the perfect storm that happened for Juan Soto. Every big market team that had money was interested. There wasn't one team that you look at. The Red Sox came close. The Yankees came close. Toronto came close. The Mets ended up getting them, and the Dodgers offered them $600 million plus. So you had all the big league teams, or the big market teams, going after him. So why in the hell wouldn't you ask for the sun, the moon, the stars?
I'm not. Dude, whoa. There's two arguments here. I'm saying this from the argument from an owner standpoint, from a Yankee ownership standpoint, and an argument from Juan Soto standpoint. Juan Soto, go for it, dude. Ask for a luxury jet, ask for private jets, ask for limos to and from the stadium. Go for it. Now, I don't have to agree with it. I think you should travel the team and all that stuff. I don't want my family hanging out just in the middle of the stands if I'm that high caliber of player, because there's things that happen. It's been known to happen in Yankee Stadium. Verlander's a big one, but giant circle round stuff that's happened to his family. But that doesn't mean to me as an owner of the Yankees that I need to sit here and keep bending for all these types of things. I would say, hey, I'm giving you $760 million to wear the pinstripes to what you just experienced this year, and you will be a Yankee and a Hall of Famer in the Yankee uniform for life. And like, if that's not good enough for you, then take your money, go to the Mets. I go, and I'm not like zero disrespect, but we will use that money in other ways to build this team. Like, we want you.
Right.
If you have a better deal, go for it. Take it. Now, at the same time, if I'm the Yankees and I'm Cashman, I'm going, I lost out on him, but I'm going to build a better team. And I think the Yankees are going to be, if they go out and get the other guys, they have a legit shot to be a better team for several years than they were with him. Now, maybe not as much energy, maybe not as excitement, maybe not as like, like, oh my God, that duo of Soto and Judge, you probably can't market it the same way. But outside of like Jeter and, during those Yankee times, like Jeter was the only really, really marketable, maybe Tino, maybe Bernie a little bit, like, but
Mariano?
Really, but was Mariano like, he wasn't going out and selling shoes.
How many times did we hear the core four? The
core four that won games, the core one marketed in the team. Dude, I got my guy. I got my Judge. I just need a team around him. I need a men in front of him, men behind him, and build my 9 every day that go out there. And
we'll talk about the Yankees in a second when we talk about the guy that they ended up getting. But before we move off of Soto, I just want to talk about that contract and how close we were with our prediction. I mean, that was crazy close.
Yeah, you see it right up here. James was incredibly close. I'm gonna give James all this credit here. James is the one that pulled this off because he's amazing at this. So we predicted 13 years, $650 million with an opt-out after 6. And James, 15 years, 765. What's the difference of that AAV?
It's not much. I mean, the AAV is spot on. The only difference was they opted out after 5 instead of 6. But if you look at it, it's basically the same amount of money that I said, prorated, that he would get in the first 5 years.
$1 million off.
All right,
1 million
basically.
AAV off, like 50 instead of 51. It's absolutely incredible. The out clauses were amazing. It's well played. Like people, because here's the thing: when we made that prediction too, people were talking about it being a $600 million like contract, and we hit 650, but over 13. So yeah, you're right there.
What makes me most happy though is now the Mets have a chance of getting him to opt out at 31. I don't want him after the age of 32 or 33. So if I
Okay, so I saw, but if the Mets add 3 million, I believe it is a year,
5,
5 million a year,
yeah, they
then
can.
it's no, can add 4 million a year. I saw that 4 million a year. Does that guarantee it?
No, so yeah, so what they can do at the 5-year mark is they can say, okay, we're going to add 4 million a year for the next
10 years.
10 years, and that voids out the option. He will no longer have
Yeah,
the option to vote.
and that makes it 54. That brings it up to
805.
801, 805 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And very, very interesting.
Great contract for everybody involved.